Hey, you know what? I might not be the highest producing real estate agent, but I am the coolest one you've ever seen. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is vlog day. It is 9 a.m. in the morning. I have been up since 5. I just had stem cell therapy on my right shoulder. We got the videographer coming today. We got a couple of appointments in the office, a few outside. A lot going on and a lot of content, which is why I'm wearing so far my flyest fit. Before we get the day started, I got some, couple conversations to have. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'll come back in with my first appointment at 9:30, where I'm actually interviewing a new member for the team because we had somebody drop out. Got 2 things for you. I'll be brief. Number 1, I want to congratulate you. You have officially made it to my speed dial section of my phone. I call you too many times to be searching Rudy, okay? All right, so I just got off the phone with my attorney, and we had a really good conversation afterward, probably what you saw. And it was all about our services and always representing, I'm not the cheapest broker to work with. He's not the cheapest attorney to work with. However, he is the best, in my opinion. I like to consider I deliver enough value to my clients to charge what I charge. That being said, it is so important to constantly remind your clients all the work you are doing behind the scenes. If you made a few calls today to solve some problems, don't just keep it to yourself, as that is the noble thing to do. But in business, people just start thinking you're overpaid, not realizing that you just made 52,000 phone calls behind the scenes so they can have a smooth closing and think you didn't do anything. And I've had that issue in the past where clients go with someone else because they feel like I didn't do the work I needed to do, even though I did. I did a lot more, right? So never stop selling yourself, even to your active clients. And let's say you solved the problem today, right? Shoot them a message, say, hey, nothing to worry about. We had this issue come up. I already handled it. Just want to keep you in the loop. Something as small as that. Number 1, it's great communication. Number 2, it's letting them know, hey, this problem's happening, but I'm taking care of it. You never have to worry about it. And I'm already coming to you with the solution. Now that's out the way. First order of business. Our 9:30 is running late. And that's not because he's not doing well, but he's stuck behind the train, and I could literally see the train from here. So we may just go straight into maybe a 10-minute meeting, and then the consultation I have with the new client. I've been doing these to-do lists on my phone in the mornings, only because as I remember things I have to do, I like to just get them on something. So that way I never forget. So I have the to-do list on my phone. Don't think that I'm not doing a to-do list. It already is. And I'm in the process of looking up houses for my buyers as I wait, because that's the most efficient thing to do.
How you doing, man? Look at you, bro.
Of course. This is Matt. He's soon not soon to be. He's an actual agent now, yeah. So we're gonna have a quick interview. Passed. Let me just tell the assistant, because the other guy just showed up way too early. Let me just tell him. All right. We're gonna have to streamline this. Obviously, we will do it another time as well.
For sure.
I just didn't want you to waste your time driving over here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the buyer consultation is all done. And if you're wondering why I'm outside, it's because we're looking at this motorcycle that the videographer drove in with. But anyhow, let me explain something to you. When you meet with investors or anyone that's got capital to invest, it's so important to understand their situations, their priorities, and figure out what method is gonna help them grow the best in the most comfortable way. Because investors that are nervous, they don't pull triggers. And you need investors to pull triggers, because you're gonna bust your butt to find these amazing deals, and they're not gonna be able to do anything with it because they're too afraid. So this individual had $78,000, and he wanted to do a burst strategy. But after more conversation, because knowing that he needs to buy his primary residence and he wants the house hack at the same time, and with the 78K in our price point in our area, it was gonna run him too thin. It wasn't the safest bet, because where the market is today, we have to prepare our clients for, if the dip happens, you're not buying a property and being stuck with it for 5 years and not being able to hold it, right? I gotta buy them everything they can hold. So after, we went through the flip strategy, then we went to multifamily, then we went to condos, and then we landed on, I'm like, why don't we even did the FHA loan for a multifamily. I said, why don't we do this? You have great credit, you have great income. Why don't we find you a condo? You could put 3% down, 2-bed, 2-bath, rent a room out, you'll live for $300. And then that's only gonna cost you 10 grand. You're still gonna have $65,000 to either update that condo or go buy another condo and then get the cash flow from that, renovate that, flip that, whatever. It's the safest way to go. So that's what we end up doing. And now, let me introduce you to the vlog, my friend. So this is Jorge, and he's the new videographer. It's actually cool. He's on staff, you know what I'm saying? Once a week I see him, or a couple times a week. So he'll be editing most of the vlogs, and so if you don't like it, don't blame me.
Blame me, I got you. But if you do like it, blame me.
That's right. His information, if you're in Chicago and you want to get a hold of him, will be in the description. Now, show me this bike, bro.
Well, you were describing basically, it's like what you wanted, because it's 300 cc's.
Right.
Weighs probably less than 400 pounds.
Yep.
And the max speed is 90. Well, it says 85.
It's already too fast for me.
Yeah, get on the horse.
Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Check my mirrors. Yo. Am I too fly to be on a bike?
You
or
look
am I not flying?
Nah, you look like you need a good bike, bro.
Hey.
With that suit.
If we found the thumbnail, here it is. Okay, so vlog, here's what's happening right now. My man, Jorge, is a natural at this editing stuff. So we made, last time he was here, we made a few quick snippets, like a couple of TikToks. And all I'm doing right now is once he did like the initial draft, color corrected it, now we're going through basically spicing it up or adding the layers that I wanted to add, and then it's going to be fully done. So we're going to have, just right here, there's 3 videos. So this is the power of videographer. Like there's no way, I mean I could probably do it, but it won't be this nice. Right, so I'm able to be more efficient while getting actually more work done, which is what's awesome. And that's why he's here. When I go like, invest it, I want to just do a little punch. As I'm coming into you, you're coming into me, and we're hugging. Okay, so a couple things are going on. I just got a text from a client that an issue that we agreed to fix is a bigger issue than we expected to have. It was supposed to be a $75 fix. However, they're telling him it's a $1,000 repair. That being said, through my past experience, I've had the same issue at my place. It's just a leaky faucet. A lot of times people will want you to replace everything, like the pipes behind it, but the reality is if you just change the cartridge, you'll be in good shape. So this is when, as an agent, I'll be like, hold on now. Let's try the cartridge first. It's $80. Even if you get it wrong, great. Now you're spending $1,080 versus $1,000 if you didn't have to. I just saw your text and I quivered. Okay, so let's try this first because, bro, I've had the same leaky faucet in my house, and a part of me feels like they're probably trying to fleece you or they're trying to find like the basic way out. So he was ready to spend $1,000. Yeah, I would have made the deal so much easier. Our client's spending $1,000, no problem. But I will be damned if a client of mine spends an extra $1,000 they don't have to. And this is how you build value long term. Look up houses for buyers. We're almost done with that. Buying. However, everything is priced too high. If you're enjoying the content so far, please do me a great favor. Hit the like button. Show me some love. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, because I believe 40-50% of you watching are not subscribed. And leave a comment with your thoughts, feedback, concerns, compliments, insults, whatever you got. Every single one of those will get a personal reply from me. I type it myself. I reply myself. And I look forward to conversating with you all. We'll close it up. All right, and as long as the water stops leaking, that's all we care about. Just to catch everybody up on what's going on, it's 12:42, and at 1 p.m. I have a Zoom call with this company called CoStar. They're basically the MLS for commercial real estate. And if you don't know, that's what I'm going into on my investing side right now. I'm looking for a 6 to 8 unit apartment building. And you can't do that with just the MLS. Even though you're a broker, you need access to CoStar, which is $450 a month. Worth every penny. So we're gonna have that conversation at 1. Sign up for it, give them the money, and then later on today I think we'll make a video about the final figures on the flip. You know, every investor has a different set of goals, right? Some investors want to build up capital, turn 60 to 120 in a year. Others have their own careers where the cash flow in their business is so much more, but they have this excess money they just want to put somewhere other than the bank. That's what the type of investor I'm working with now. And so I have to find him properties that would be great rentals for his budget and good cash flow. So he's actually, in like 10 years or so, it's appreciated well, he's built proper equity, and all his money didn't go to property taxes and HOA dues, right? Or making rehabs or changing the HVAC system. So we're basically finding properties to park money in long term. See, sometimes real estate agents do not let me know if the unit can be rented or it cannot be rented. So every time I'm looking for investors, I gotta find these deals, and I'll be damned if we miss out on something because I didn't do my due diligence. So I'm gonna call them up and see what the situation is. Hey Steven, this is Aaron with Remax First. I'm reaching out about the listing on Water Edge Drive. Do you know if that allows for rentals or if there's any rental restrictions?
Oh, no restrictions. No, they've been renting for years.
Beautiful. All right. Well, I'll have a showing for you shortly. Thank you so much. The negotiation starts with that phone call. See, next time I call him, hey Steven, it's Aaron again. We talked about this. I showed it. I need the access code, right? I told him I'm gonna call him a day before, and I will call him a day before. And then when I finally submit my offer, he's gonna have a really good experience of what it's like to work with me, how professional I am, how consistent I am, what the communication is like. So when I send him an offer, it's gonna be like, you know, I like this agent. I feel more comfortable with this agent's offer, because the more professional you are, the more professional your clients are gonna be, right? It's just like if you see an attorney that is in a crappy suit and, you know, who's just in some crapshoot office, you're not gonna trust him with all your money. Moral story is negotiations start before you think they do. Oh, 1282. We rented for 1550, 16. See now, okay, so I got something on the hook. Now I gotta decide, is this property worth me pulling it out, sending it to my client? And before I can know that, I have to run rental comps. And I do this for every single client. You represent enough investors and you realize what's a good deal and what's not a good deal. And in my market, if it's a condo with 25% down and it cash flows for more than $250 a month after everyone's been paid, that's a good deal. So my suspicions about this rental were correct. We could get around $1,500. If we push it, we can get $1,550 to $1,600. His payment's $1,280. So he's really on the edge for, is it a good deal or is it not a good deal? But we're gonna send it, we're gonna look at it, and we'll see what direction we wanna go. We got ourselves a 3-unit on the line, Riverside, Illinois. Rents look very low, so let us do some homework. So that was something just through experience. I saw it was just 3-unit, 2-bed, 1-bath, all of them, right? Currently rented for $1,040. I'm like, even if I jack up the rents to $1,250, even $1,300, right? The cash flow is just not there. Right? Someone's gonna put all this money in there to basically make $300 a month. And when you put in 25% down on a $540,000 sale, you want a little bit more than $300 a month. At least I do for my clients. So I recommend we remain patient and we find a deal that does get you $700, $800 a month. That concludes looking at houses for my buyers. I'm gonna go to my to-do list and check that bad boy. And then you finished up the vlog already, so now I just gotta wash that back. And the rest of the stuff is just paperwork I can do tonight, and that's to schedule photos for, we got a new listing, so I gotta schedule photos for that, and everything else is content. So once we're done with this phone call, once we're done with lunch, which should probably be around 2 o'clock, in the next 2 hours, we're gonna film a local YouTube video, which we'll come up with the topic later. And there's some other little things that I wanted to talk about throughout the week, ideas that came to me, and then we're just gonna shoot. Just explain CoStar to me. I know you have all the data, right? And you have access to more properties or all the run that by me real quick.
Correct. CoStar is the single-handed largest comprehensive data and analytics platform for all commercial real estate.
All right, so we just got off the phone with CoStar. It's a lot more expensive than I remember. I thought it was gonna be like $350 a month, but it's $500 a month to sign up. And that means whatever property I find, it better cash flow that extra $500. Otherwise, I'm just blowing it away. Basically, CoStar is like the MLS for commercial real estate, right? And since I'm buying an apartment building, like a 6 to 8 unit, right now I don't see the value in investing in that because I have all the data I need to make a decision on the MLS. But once we get to maybe retail spaces, doing major leases like that, I think that's when things will shift. So I got some thinking to do. Now it's time to go grab some lunch. Let's go. I don't know if it's called Latin music or if it's called something else, like reggaeton or whatever. I like it all. And I do not discriminate. Okay, it is now 3:01 p.m. We have an hour and 15 minutes to get all the content at least filmed. Once it's filmed, then we'll worry about the editing. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a quick local video because this is the only time I'll ever be able to make it when I have a videographer, because I hate making these videos. But I hate them because I can't just go off the top of my head. But today's video I can, so thank God we're covered on that basis. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna make a bunch of TikToks that look too fly not to, and that's the rest of the day. Then we have 2 showings after that. All right, so I'm gonna cut you guys off because the battery's about to die, and then I'll check in back later. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm exhausted. We just filmed 2 videos back to back. My throat's on fire. And we have many more to go. So I will check in with you later. It's 3:42, so we got another 30 minutes of just hardcore content. I'm wearing a suit. I look too good not to be on camera. I missed it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is now 4:16. We got 5-10 minutes of content left to make. We just filmed a bunch on that thing right there. And I'm very proud of my outfit choices today, so camera time, baby. Yeah, you got the house. Forgot the words. It's like when calling a client, letting them know that they got the offer. Ooh, boy, I'm too hot. Hot damn. Call police and the firemen. I'm done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 5:32. We just left this showing, and now we are headed over to our last showing for the investor, and then we are gonna be officially done with the day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are running 2 for 2 on today's showings. Client wants to put an offer on this one for $90K. And I just showed the place for $475. So we'll be putting 2 offers in. hopefully getting at least one, preferably the more expensive one, but what can you do? It is 6:20, as you can tell, and it's time for me to clock out. So I will talk to you guys later. Thank you all for watching, commenting, supporting, subscribing, all that. I love you all, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.